another episode here at Heart and Soul. It's a show where we dive into love, life, and laughter. And today we have an amazing couple on set. And before we dive into their love story, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, KBC Channel 1, Heart and Soul, and also on my social media platforms, Pika Marriage. Of course, we bring for you different love stories, and I know today's love story is also special. And now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome, drum rolls, the Mwenis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hapa hivi tunapenda wageni. You've been here before, KBC?
No,
this is the first time.
It's the first time.
Yeah.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
So we want to dive into your love story, but before that, kindly introduce yourselves to wajue zaidi.
My name is Agnes Mweni. I'm blessed of the Lord. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm a child of God. I'm married to this handsome man, Mr. GM, and I'm happy doing life with him. Yeah.
Amazing.
My name is Pastor Manasseh GM Karisa. I am a pastor who is born again, loves the Lord, but there's something that happened just after salvation, and is getting this beautiful girl sitting next to me. She's my wife, and we love doing life together. God has been good, and thank you for having us.
So where did you two meet? Wazee wanasemanga wachungaji they don't love.
Ni mambo ya rohoni.
Mimi ni yule anapenda kabisa. You know, I believe God is the best to teach about love. And so when you are born again and you're in Christ, then you should easily be able to love. Now, I met this wonderful lady so divinely. Came to Nairobi, come all the way from the coast. Came to Nairobi, and after some few years of working here and there, we met in church. We fellowship with a church called Church of Restoration, and we have a region, Nairobi region, but she was in another branch, I was in another branch. So as youth, going for different seminars and keshas, and mostly keshas, because of our nature of work. And so these keshas, while people were praying and while people were closing eyes, I opened and I saw a beautiful girl. And that's how we met for the first time. Of course, in the meetings, but then there is a time when it clicked to my mind because of something that happened.
Take us through.
Yeah, so one of those keshas, we are done with the kesha, and we are about to pick a bus respectively to different areas of the churches. And so this particular around 5 in the morning. So I was not yet in as a leader, but later, by the time I was dating her, I had become a leader in our respective church. She was already the regional secretary of Nairobi region. So she was those kind of beautiful girls, but very strict. You don't just talk to her anyhow, unless you have a store of scriptures to respond. And so this particular morning, we are leaving, and then she leaves the leaders and comes to me. And she's like, I didn't see you in the other kesha. So to put things clear, mapema, because she kind of says, mimi sikuwa na intentions zozote, but for me it clicked something. You didn't see me in the other kesha, so I recorded that. So that's the first time it clicked in my mind about her. But again, she's a leader. I'm still a member in the youth group, so I cannot get her number. I cannot interact so much. So I just let it go, let it slide. And then much later, they came for a meeting in our church, and as she was getting in, we were standing there with some few brothers, and they were like, "Hey, brother, have you seen that sister?" Yeah, I've seen her. She's the regional secretary. Who has not seen her? And the way she's beautiful. And the way, one thing I loved about my wife then and now is her dressing code. I loved it. So I noticed that first. And so we just discussed And you know the way boys are just like, can
Form.
you try
Yeah.
me, something like that. And they were like, no, we fear her. Why? She's the regional secretary, she's an accountant, she's a working class and all that. And I'll show you how this thing goes. But again, it's just that discussion, you know,
Yes,
just
yeah.
a discussion you're having. But I didn't get out of that place saying I'm going for her. So much later, in Christmas Eve 2015, I'm invited at our ref's place and we have taken food and he has invited his brothers. You know that environment where everybody's at home and they have come with their families. So children are running to their father, Daddy, where's my ice cream? They go to the car, who has the keys? And I'm there, I'm the only single person.
Yeah.
That afternoon, I made it my mind that next year I must begin a very serious, committed relationship that is taking me to marriage. So when I went back to the place where I've been prepared to go and sleep, it is Christmas Eve. So you open up your phone messages and you find everybody, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But Rich, guess one of those messages was from the regional secretary herself. I unread the others very quickly.
And you left for
And I left the secretaries. This must be very... But by this time now, I am the vice chair in our church. So she had all reasons to have my number, but I didn't have her number. So I think she just got it from the records and she had sent everybody Merry Christmas. But for me, and because that afternoon I had felt a conviction, my time has come to start a relationship that is getting me to marriage, I took that number, started chatting. And you know now, she's the regional secretary, you don't want to sound a bit carnal and all that. But for me, I knew I'm done. I got some peace and I know I'm rolling this out. And so we talked a bit that night, but we ended up sealing that we're gonna be praying together as a prayer partner. So that's how I came in. You know, now you want tunataka kupima maji ujue tena namna gani, kamwambia fanya hivi mtu wa Mungu. And of course pia yeye alikuwa anaona very serious brother. I was not just any brother when hayuko serious na mambo ya God. Because I was leading praise and worship every time we go. I was part of the praise and worship and most likely I was leading. And so we agreed that we begin doing prayer
now.
and we took that and
Prayer partners.
the rest they say.
It's history.
Yes.
When did you realize that this is the man for me?
After around 5 to 6 months, he told me he wants us to go somewhere
Prayer
to nature walk. Yeah, we are going to pray, nature walk.
But the intentions, my brother.
So as a good sister, why not? Nature walk is a good place to meditate and pray.
Yes.
So we went there at Nairobi National Park. But at the end of the day, he told me, I want to know you more. So we left, we went home, but I went thinking, I want to know you more. How now? And we are praying.
Deeper.
So that is where I began to think that, and you already know me, you know my name, you know my church, what else? So that statement made me think, well,
and now when
try
did you
this.
guys start dating? Now you realize, you know what, let's...
For about 5 months, it was purely prayer.
This is 2015 or... Okay.
2015. But one side of this prayer partnering, one is really intentional.
Yes.
So I will not say we were dating for those 5 months because she wasn't aware. We were just praying and it was genuine prayer. We could send prayer items and pray about our lives. She told me I have some uncles who I'm trusting God, they give their life to Christ. This is what's happening. But for me, I'm gathering information.
Of knowing you more.
So until sometimes I think that same year in July, during one of my birthdays, of course, the birthday of that year, I took her out to just a restaurant. And I think that's the first day I told her, I think I love you.
I love you.
That's where I told her I love you. And I started clearing out my intentions. And I think part of what I said that day is I want us to start a relationship now that is taking us to marriage. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I don't want to spend some time. You go think about it. But what I'm looking after is a relationship that is taking us to marriage.
A wife,
That's
How did you feel when he told you he loved you?
It was exciting.
Yeah.
But as a good girl or a good sister, I told him, let me go and pray about it.
Yes.
I won't answer you now. Let me go and pray about it. He insisted, answer me. I told him, no. Let me go and seek from the Lord.
So you answered after how long?
He called later that night.
Oh.
He told me, I'm not going to let this day.
You must answer.
You must answer.
Yes.
And yeah, I had to accept because I had seen he's a good brother.
Yeah.
He's a serious guy.
Yes.
I accepted from that night.
For how long did you date before the proposal?
I did it so close to our Rura show. So it is sometime in 2017. I think, it should be October.
That's like 1 year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's a year?
Yeah.
Take us through your proposal.
This romantic man here. So
Okay.
he really caught me off guard. One of those, we used to meet in town mostly because I used to work in town. So many evenings when you want to have a talk, we meet in town. So this particular one, he told me we are going to have a cup of tea. In the middle of that, us having tea, having a good time, a policeman comes in full uniform. And he comes like, are you Manasseh? He creates drama there. You know, it's a big restaurant, so people are getting distracted.
Yeah.
And he says that he has taken something valuable from the reception. Yes, from the reception.
Yeah.
So the drama unfolds there.
I've seen it on over the CCTV.
Yeah. We can do. I'm there defending my guy, my man. He's a very good brother.
Yeah.
He has never taken anybody's item. How I am defending him now? In that middle of defense, you can't take him. They take the pingu. They are serious on taking him. Hapo katikati, he kneels down. Will you be my wife?
Where? Ebu, tell us, how did you even pull that?
It was,
No, I just wanted it to be
Dramatic.
Like I don't know whether we have said this off camera, but if it is in, that's still okay. But like most people, by then I wasn't a pastor, but I was just a committed brother. I was an elder in the church already. So there's this thing people say about brothers who are born again.
They are boring.
They are boring. You know, they can't pull out something creative and romantic. They only take their ladies to arboretum one date. You know? So I just wanted her to enjoy all through the dating and the many things God enabled us. So this particular one, I thought now I want to propose her, and I get a good hotel in town. I tell her we are taking dinner before you go back to your place. And so I went ahead of all of us. And I talked to the management. I told them, look, I want to propose my girl. And so what you do, I want a real drama. Bring a policeman coming after me, and I'll play it good. I'll cooperate and sound as if. But what I knew, and not testing her, but I had loved something about her in our dating life. The estate she comes from, ni estate ya Wazito, huwezi ingia tu anytime. So every time we were late, maybe for meetings in town, and we are going back to home. So you know, as a man, you want to escort your girl back home and uhakikisha ameingia kwa nyumba kwa wazazi. She was living with her parents, and then but she would be always like, kwetu, my friend, utapokonywa simu and all those kind of things. So hako kakitu kalikuwa kananifanya ni feel, no, I want to show you I'm the man. Hata kama huko watu wanaweza ekwa chini, nitakuonyesha mimi ni ule msee. So I knew she wanted to always defend me and wants the best for me.
Yeah.
So when I went for this particular evening, I told them, we just say I've picked something. Na muniharas kabisa, niinueni vile mnainua watu. I want to see her reaction, and before she thinks about it, I'm down, and will you marry me?
Yeah.
It went so well.
How was that moment for you?
It had mixed reactions. I was tensed. What kind of a guy is this? But again, I trust him, and I've already started loving him. So it was a mixed feeling. At first, I was so worried. what will happen to him. But after the whole thing of kneeling, the ring, I got excited.
You got excited.
Yeah.
So after, of course, proposal, you usually jump into the rorasho. How was your rorasho? Given that you're from two different traditions and cultures,
Yeah.
Was it difficult planning the whole thing? Did you get some culture shocks during the rorasho period?
For us, maybe she'll put it in her own way, but I think we were prepared right from the first time that things will not just be the way they happen from our respective communities.
Yeah.
The moment I knew I'm dating a Kikuyu and a Magiriama, I knew there are some things I must be ready to do them not the way we normally do them.
Yeah.
And of course, I normally tell her, and we are trusting God for that, as we do our 10th anniversary, we have to do it the Kiriama way. Because there's the way we do it and the way we do it this other side. And so I was ready for that. But I thank God because of the church that I attend, because it has some good elders who are Kikuyus, and they took me through. And I was very cooperating and inquiring every time, what should I do? What is this about? What am I needed to do? So in as much as we are from different communities, I think it went out so well because I was consulting much and there was good cooperation. And I think out of that, we really wanted it to be so good. And we took a lot of time. Like you can hear, we have dated for a long time after I've told her my intentions. So we had good time. We did a calendar on time, and most of the things had enough time to prepare for them. So it was not really a shock. I enjoyed doing the different things. The only part is that maybe now, like the day we went for the rorasho, even if I got into that house, I would not have understood a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, but at least there's some people who are taking care of it. Yeah.
Did your rorasho turn out to be what you've dreamt of?
Yeah. It went so well. The exciting part of being folded, kufichwa nini, it went out so well. And people came, people supported us, and we can say that we were accepted. When I went introduction to Kilifi, to the coastal region, to Kilifi, I was accepted there. When he came to our home for introduction, he was accepted. So both communities were very ready for anything. So when they came to our place for the rorasho, they enjoyed the part ya kufunikwa leso nini.
Because wako wanaijua.
Hakuwa wanajua. They enjoyed the dancing nini. It was so good.
Kwani yenyu nakuangaje? Kwani yubo?
No, not really. It's only that it's a bit different.
It's a bit different.
I think this is a part of, unlike now, because of the social media, I think people can easily copy something. And nowadays, you find it even in our place, people do it. But the initial way we normally do it for us, we do it at night.
Oh.
Yeah. You bring something to Naita Sanduku, which has, and it is something almost to the wedding. But the rorasho is mostly the elders just going and doing it. There's not that a lot of celebration. The celebration comes an eve to the wedding. So we take, that's when we have something similar to what they practice. But our dowry is more than just formal, elders going, paying and all that. Then we don't have that kind of ceremony and unveiling and all that. Yeah, but it's equally very interesting. That's why we were saying in our 10th anniversary, we're trusting good to do our anniversary at Kilifi and try to bring the Giriama aspect and the coastal aspect in the whole of the thing. It's not boring. I will invite you.
Hey, I want to be there. Yenye mnafanya usiku. Ni usiku ama what did you do? Usiku.
The beauty about that is normally what happens is the aunties will be at the door and they will want to open that sanduku to confirm whether everything is there. You know that drama of you pay something and all that. So what I used to love and I'm longing for is the boy would come and then the aunties refuse that you get in. So what you do as the boys with your team, you drive off the compound. So then the lady remains crying. She loves you enough, that is.
Yeah. What?
She loves you enough.
Okay.
Of course, she's like she'll be told Unajua wameenda. Sasa hauna harusi kesho. You know, it's the next day is the wedding.
Yes.
And if we don't drop that sanduku, it means the wedding should not happen. Yeah, of course it can happen, but that's the essence. That kama sanduku haijachukuliwa basi haujakubaliwa kesho kule. And then tunapiga bango. Wale wameokoka wanapiga bango lakini iko
Imeokoka.
you know, all of that.
Yeah. So after the ratio you are given the wedding.
Yeah.
Kikuyu inasemangwa umepewa harusi.
Umepewa harusi.
How was the planning process for you?
Wow, it was nice. Very nice, because I normally tell my husband here, he's an organizer. As much as the wedding belongs to the lady or the one who hustled, he really helped. He wants his things, even to date, his things run very well. Akikupangia kitu, huwa namwambia ali choose wrong career, agenda organizing. Alinisaidia sana in from the service providers. We did research. We even went to other people's wedding to find out something.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
To test the cake.
Test the cake.
Of the person who has brought a proposal.
So
we're coming to that after the break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you are watching Heart and Soul, and we have a very interesting couple. Nimetoka kuwaita wedding crashers.
I hope you don't do that.
No, because tell me why you are going round weddings testing food and cakes.
Yes.
Explain to me.
We wanted to do our wedding so right.
Yes.
excellent.
I am telling you the number of meetings we had with our service providers. Counseling others and taking in others. Not just because of the price. We wanted to do it right.
Yes.
So taking time to go to these events, not just somebody telling, I know how to cook,
Yeah.
and I have never seen you cook,
Yeah.
or a referral from someone. We want to be there, we want to be sure.
Yeah.
And if we get to a place we talk about the wedding, I'll tell you we didn't get disappointed. We never even thought who has cooked. We never thought what has happened. There was never a call after our wedding. It is so and so is where and what has happened. Everything went so smooth.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do everything right from the beginning. We did as many meetings with our camera person, as many meetings. What are you providing? Give me a sample.
Yeah.
How many cameras are you? Everything. So that we do it right. So we really get crushed those because the owners didn't know that we were there.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think wanaangalianga picha wanashindwa. Who is this? Who are these ones? Unawajua? Siwajui. No, siwajui.
But now that we are at your show, they will love being associated with us.
But
We don't know them, but here they are.
So it was between 2017 and
2018. We did our wedding on 7th April 2018.
so mulianza kuget crash 2017.
Yes, because when we did our calendar now, we had
We had the
we were
dates.
given permission by our reverend to work together, do plans together. From that minute, if you want us to give you,
You have given us a quotation, yes. Where is your sample? I
when are
have
you having the next wedding?
Come. I'm actually asking the dates for them. Ndio kama walifanya wedding in between.
Oh, wajue ni kina nani?
Wajue hao ni akina ni hawa.
But again, they were not very. Most of them are people who have been referred by some people around us. So in some way, some of the couple's wedding that day, by far at least they knew us, because it was a referral within a circle of around our best couple and some few friends that were working with her at the national level in the leadership. So it was not really like completely people who don't know us.
Yes.
But our intention was not just the wedding. It was the service
service provider. Yes.
Yeah, and so they had to bring a good sample of the cake, enough for us to approve.
In fact, you were helping those who are doing the wedding because we'll ensure your cake is good.
But we have never looked at it that way. The way you're looking at it, like, oh, I got people's events. But that's how we did it. And like she's saying, I think from that moment we started sing some of our strengths.
Yeah.
We like doing even the simplest thing, even if we're doing a birthday for our son or whatever. We like doing it to the best according to the money we have. It's not exaggerating, but if we are doing this glass, it has to be on point the way it's supposed to be.
It has to be
because we
perfect.
believe in excellence. Our God is an excellent God.
Yeah.
No, during the wedding day, because tumeenda tukirukanga sasa. Your bride is there walking down the aisle. How were you feeling inside?
The feeling is not something you can explain in 1 minute, but it went so deep in me because number one, by God's grace, I think up to my about 4th generation, it was the first wedding, a church white cool wedding. So for me, I was standing there and I was like, God, you have decided that I'm going to set the pace. You have decided to light just your light on my life. And this is a lady coming to get married to me.
Yeah.
And every time, even when I watched our wedding video and the slow motion, but me, I think I saw the slow motion live. I was seeing her coming. It was so beautiful. Just imagining everybody there, our parents in the church and everybody, you know, when everybody's looking at you, but deep inside me, I was really thanking God that He has given me an opportunity to marry right and to marry the girl that I truly love. And to date, she's the woman I prayed for.
Oh,
I thank God for
is
that.
he the man you prayed for
Oh,
when
yes.
you were walking down the aisle?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He's the man I prayed for. You know, having grown up from a different setup of families, you have not seen something really admirable, you know. I desired to have a very good, happy marriage. I desired. So when I got saved, I told God, please God, I will wait on you. I will pray and wait on you for a man who will marry me. And I prayed, and here he is. So even the wedding day, I was just so thanking God for his faithfulness. Having achieved that time of walking down the aisle, it was an answered prayer. And this man is an answered prayer. Yeah.
So after I do reception, now your husband and wife, for reception
Regional
means-
secretary. So which part are you asking about?
I'm coming to the other one. I'm talking of the reception.
The reception.
Yes.
It was cool.
Yeah.
The only bit of our wedding and it was out of our control, is that the presiding minister, who I love so much and I honor to date, came a bit late. So it squeezed our time for the reception.
Yeah.
But now, in the same way God divinely planned it, because our parents and my people from the coast came very early. So when she came in, and I also came in at the parking, they did everything that can be done.
Yeah.
You know that dance I was telling you at night?
Yes.
They danced.
Because we
they
had
danced. Because now we are waiting for them.
in the cars.
Yeah.
So we like replaced the reception instead of being in the afternoon.
You did it in
Came in
morning.
the
And I'm
morning.
telling you, it was really done. If
Yeah.
you watch our video,
Yes.
you'll think maybe the editor missed it. Was supposed to take that part.
Yes,
the
to
end.
the end, yeah.
Yeah, so the reception, we can't talk much about it so much. Of course, we enjoy everything that happened, but not as we had practiced to dance.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tumewapanga.
So you missed that part. Sama.
It was short
by the way,
from the
do you-
photo from the photo session to come in, 2-3 songs, gifting time.
Yeah, because it was a
The
bit
day
late,
song.
and
Yeah.
we had to do
Yeah.
it that way.
But tuna compensate tena. We are compensating.
Tena tunaanza na hiyo. Tena tunaanza na hiyo.
Yeah, we are
Hiyo mna
compensating.
compensate.
Yes.
Tuingie honeymoon ama tuachane na nyinyi?
Wewe ndo utasema.
Mnaona aje? Tuingie.
Sisi tuko
Tuingie.
ready.
Ai, mko ready.
Kwani baada ya harusi hatukuenda?
Tuendeni hadi honeymoon, my people. Tuendeni hadi honeymoon.
Tuambie.
Honeymoon was great.
Yes.
More than expected because I'd never been there. I was just discerning that is gonna be good. Yeah, but we thank God. The only story we normally put across with my wife is our best couple shared a story where a couple had gone to a hotel that they booked, but the hotel had been closed long time
ago.
So the swimming pool has leaves inside. So that's the only part we are careful about. But I think it was a surprise for her. I planned it so well. God helped us. So we did a night around and then we flew out the next day. By God's grace.
It was a nice place.
Kuna watu saizi wanatafuta destination.
It was a nice place.
Wanatafuta destination.
It was a nice experience. It was a nice place.
To promise you, because this year, by God's grace, we want to redo it. We want to go to kona kakitu kidogo.
Yes.
By God's grace. So this year, when we come back, by the way, it has remained to be a secret even to our first couple today.
Really? They don't know where you guys went?
Yes, they just took us a good place that night.
Yes.
And they left us there.
Lakini kuliwa na passport. Tunachimba hii. Is it a tropical-ish?
Tunachimba. Rich, it was nice. We are redoing it again.
How many hours?
We are redoing it again, and I'm sure. You flew for how long?
How long? Guys, I'm guessing. Mkiangalia hapo chini mnaona walienda.
Comment down below.
That's a nice one.
Wametuficha kama.
That's a nice one.
Wametuficha.
Waambie wa comment down below where they think it was.
Yes, tell us, where do you think these people went for?
It was a nice.
It was a good place. We are going back
and when
very soon.
We go back, we must send you the video.
Yes.
We want to know. It's the same place.
The same place.
Aki msitufiche tena.
Sasa tunaenda na our generation, our boys.
Yes.
Yeah, tutanini.
Muta recreate.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Yeah. So they say, of course, after honeymoon you come back and life has started.
Yes.
Just the two of you.
Yes.
Total strangers, let me say that. You've never lived in the same house before. Ama mlikuwa mshaishi chumba moja.
Sema kwa
mimi hata si kutoka nimejua mahali alikuwa anaishi.
What?
Yes. I had never gone there because we had to put things right.
Yes. You had to put
things right. I had to marry right.
You had to do things
kama
right.
Ni kukutana twende tao.
Munasikia wenye wako nyuma ya kamera. Wamesikia. Yes. So you are now living together. Which are those culture shocks, especially for you? Silipus shock, like, who is this guy? When you got in the same house.
Well, that 1 year, it was quite an experience. Maybe the first few months and year before I get used. I'm from being an independent person. Hauambiwi fanya hii. You might eat or not eat. You might cook or not cook. So you are there. There's somebody you have to be answerable to.
Yes.
Kwa nini umechelewa, So it was not that difficult, but the adjusting part, by the grace of God, I was able to adjust, and from the advices I had gotten from my best couple and my aunties, my mom, being a submissive wife, I easily adapted. I can say I easily adapted to be that good wife. Yes.
Lakini ulikuwa unashindwa, mbona unanituma? Why you sending me?
Kwa lazima tupike leo.
Ujipikie.
Kwa lazima leo tupike. Tupitie KFC, but with time I learned how to adjust from being a girl, from being a lady to a wife. Yeah.
And Percy, did you have to adjust to some of these things?
I had to. What God blessed us with is that we are both firstborns. And wale firstborns si wa Gen Z, wale ma firstborns wameachiwa makazi na ma responsibility. So we are both very authoritative. Everybody in their own space, they want to give instructions. So I think for me the culture shock was that. And then also the place I come from, the community where I've grown, wanaume ni kunguru. Na ukinguruma anything around there lazima ingie chini ya meza. So I think though of course with the good counseling that had happened, I knew I had to adjust, but you see now this is practical doing it. Yeah, so sometimes you feel like she has not moved so swift the way you wanted her to move. She has not done it just the way it's supposed to be. So we struggled a bit at the beginning. We are in the house and sometimes you're pushing each other. You have to do this, you have to do that. You can also do it, you know, under high expectations. So I think that was the bit of the culture. God helped us about like maybe where she comes from, the language we'll use. We had talked about that in the house. Use this language and all that. But now this being practical about sending her, bring this, bring that. I come to the house, expect I sit down and everything will be done. Najua mimi nimetoka Mombasa, nikifika kwa koti litolewe kwa
kwa mlango.
Utoe koti,
upokelewe,
chai tayari wewe inatoka moshi, haya soksi nini. And you know, as a young man you can't wait for that time.
Kukandwa miguu.
Sasa na huyu naye ametoka kazini pia miguu yake
yahitaji kukandwa.
Sasa nani atakandwa nani asikandwe. You know, so by and by you adjust and you. But I think behind all that you were prepared for marriage psychologically. So ni vile tu unaona vitu haziendi vile unataka, but we were good with it. And God helped us gradually.
Of course, you've gone through some trials and challenges. They say it's not a bed of roses. Maybe is it a bed of roses for you guys? Have you gone through some trials and challenges?
Number one thing, when you have trials and conflicts, we don't forget the place of God, the place of prayer. That is where we begin our finding our solutions and resolving our issues. But we have continually learned how to solve our issues. And especially during the trials, we chose to be close more. Maybe there's a financial strain or something. We chose to be more closer so that we can be able to maneuver that out. So trials ziko, but we find our way out by the help of God.
Pastor, which are those trials that you guys have gone through? Because the reason I'm asking, there's someone somewhere who is going through something, and maybe you are in a position of telling me, "Ata sisi tulikuwa hapa."
Like you're saying, trials are bound to come. One of the things that I was helped by God, even if by that time I did not have the understanding, is that I always tell my wife, and I told her when I was dating her, let's enjoy every minute, so that if a day will come that we have a challenge, we remember the way we have enjoyed life so much that we will not be brought down by this, however they come. And for us, I think the most challenge, and we really thank God. As a pastoral family, sometimes we meet many couples with many challenges. They are children, maybe they go to the hospital, they have conditions and all that. And we really, anytime we find that, we really thank God. And we know God is going to give them grace. But for us, I think maybe the most time challenge that we have had is financial. And not that tumekuwa vibaya kila siku, but those times when, like maybe during the COVID season, and there's sometimes when you really want to do some things and money is not there. And I am a born again African man. I don't know whether that makes sense. Like I feel bad when I'm not able to produce an amount of money that should take care of some things in the house. And she's been very supportive in terms of encouraging me. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. So that's what I would call, especially during that COVID season, we really went through some things. And in other places I've shared even the way I had to, together with my cap as a pastor, you do a business paka, unakutana na mshirika anauliza kama huyu ni pastor yangu. Sababu unataka kufanya everything to make sure there is something on the table for your family. And just holding hands together. And the thing that I've loved about my wife, we, even if we are in whatever kind of situation, she has always covered me, especially to my in-laws. My in-laws na najua hata watawochi, wanajua mimi ni sonko, na mimi ni sonko sana. Because she has never like preempted during our our desert kind of season, kusema sasa huko hata hakuna sijui nini, you know, those kind of things. And God has really helped us. So in God's grace and in just the wisdom that God has given us, we go through the challenges.
I'm triggered to ask, what are those challenges that you go through as a pastor's wife?
Rage.
Yes.
You know, as a pastor's wife, you know, you have to be there as the supporting the man of God, as the helper. And there is so much expectation from people. The expectation from the brethren. Naweza sema hiyo ni challenge. Because you are expected to be there. You know, like, siwe ni pastor's wife, sufanye hivi. You know, they are expecting too many things, not forgetting that you are also a person.
Yeah.
You are also a human being. Like, mbona amefanya hivyo na ni bibi ya mchungaji? You know, the expectation from people, they really make us feel like you want too much from us.
Yeah.
So that is, yani vile ile expectation watu wako nayo from us, like, you are not expected to speak like this, you are not expected to wear like this, you know, vitu kama zile.
Zina ku bringing you down.
As in bring down.
I feel like kama, yeah.
I'm learning, and I have learned to be myself. You know, what I am able to do, I do. What is beyond me, I can't. Yes.
Pastor, what do you have to tell people who judge pastors' wives? Because I've seen that in many setups. People who judge the pastor's wife, I want the pastor's wife to be like this, like this. What advice do you have for them?
This is what thank you so much for that question. You have asked very many important questions, and that is one of them.
Yeah.
I would say I am the one who has the call, unless she is confirmed by God that she has a call. Because the big challenge is that they want my wife to be an exact copy of me. As you can even learn, I talk more than she does.
Yeah.
You understand? So they expect the same from me. So I think as members of the church and the body of Christ, even outside there, let Mrs. Pastor be the wife to the pastor. He's not another pastor. You understand? Like she's saying, they expect the way I pray, the way I handle spiritual issues is the way she should handle them. You understand? Which it may not be like that. So I think members should just accept that these are wives to pastors. They are not pastors, and let them just live a life as a wife to someone. That's I think that's the biggest challenge. They compare them with us, and then of course there's pastor ni mzuri lakini bibi. You know, because they feel like they feel like they are closing doors for them. But of course, she's a woman. She also needs time with me. She also needs to understand, okay, pasi unafanya counseling saa moja usiku peke yako. You know, and for me, we are clear. If you have to see me na lazima unione, na ni masaa kama hayo atakuwa amekaa hapa. You share what you are sharing with me when she's seated here. You understand? So I think it's just letting them be, including the children, the PKs. Sometimes you find like our boys, some of them one of them is still very young. You don't expect him to know that he's a son to a pastor and not to miss a word or say something or play in a particular way. Just let them be. And I think that way it will be important. Yes.
Go through trials and challenges, you have made memories together. What are those beautiful memories that you guys have together?
Well, me, I can say that my husband can really celebrate even the smallest win concerning me or our family. He celebrates me a lot. He's my greatest encourager. So one of the things I love about creating memories, when we have maybe an anniversary or my birthday, I normally wait and long for, because he will ensure I can remember all my birthdays, where he has taken me, what he has done, because as he said, he really wants us to celebrate when there's time for celebration. So memories, I have good memories, especially our special days, like my birthday or our anniversaries. I always wait for the best.
Pasi. Pastor najua ni pastor. Now, because as a pastor, I'm not playing righteous here. But as a young man, when I was not married, nilijihifadhi. Nilijieka vizuri. Na this is a big show. So when I'm saying that, I'm very confident. So of course, my first good moment was our honeymoon. Hai, vile inafaa.
Memories, vile inafaa.
Vile inafaa. Because sasa yeye alikuwa nadhani sasa huyu ni pastor.
Ati ni pasi.
Okay, by then I was not a pastor, but I worship leader.
Maombi
sasa ni maombi, kuinua mkono. Tuliinua mkono kabisa. Na neno tulisoma kabisa. Of course it's a moment I can't.
Na tongues muliongea.
Ndimi. Tena Mungu akaachilia mpya.
Zatoka moto hivi.
That for me is one of our good moments.
Yes.
Honestly, we are hakuna maneno, hakuna watoto, hakuna nini. The two of us, we did everything. So that's one of my best moments. And of course, like she's saying, I like celebrating even the smallest win in a big way.
Yeah.
And some of our big moments is also the achievements God have given us. In the 8 years, God has done so much for us. The milestone we have been able to do, the few assets we have been able to buy, the few businesses that we are running, including a school that we are running currently. It is, for me, I think those are moments I give it to her support, her prayer, her believing in my vision, and the many that are coming. And of course, giving me two handsome boys. Two handsome boys making me a father. They are little things, but you see, if you have never been there, they come in, it's so powerful. So those are very powerful moments, and of course some few outings you have done with her, and we intend to do as many as possible.
Wow, that's a beautiful love story. See? Lakini unaweza jaribu kuimba. Because we are going to the next segment called Games of Love. Na nyinyi ndio mnatumalizia show na wimbo. Waimbaji muta decide. Lakini lazima ka love song kabambe. Si ndio? But before we go to that segment, Pasi, hapa tulikuwa tumeambia watu waandikie wapenzi wao zinaitwa nini? A love letter. We are calling it soul letter here. Then tunazisoma. Yes. So tunaanza na mmoja anaitwa this is a lady. Ameandikia soul letter to Tony. To my love, Tony. It's me, Esther. I don't always say this enough, but you mean the world to me. From the moment you came into my life, everything felt a little lighter, a little warmer, and a lot more meaningful. Your kindness, your strength, and the way you always show up for me makes me safe, loved, and truly valued. With you, I can be myself. And that is a gift I will never take for granted. Tony, thank you for loving me the way you do, for believing in us, for walking this journey of life by my side. I promise to keep supporting you, praying for you, and standing with you through every season, no matter what comes our way. Please always remember this. My heart chose you, and it will keep choosing you every single day with all my love, Esther. Guys, I told you last time, ukiandika soul letter, please tell us where you are from, mahali mpenzi wako yuko, so that mahali yako. We have so many Tonys, we have so many Esthers, but tunataka kujua specific place mahali yako. So we are jumping into games of love with our chungaji. We want to know you better. Aha. So who says let's pray about it during an argument? Vita imeanza hivi, anasema tuombe hiyo kwanza. So it's him.
Yes.
Who correct the others using a Bible reference?
Mchungaji.
Hata Biblia inasema Abrahamu alikuwa anacheza na Sara. Cheza na mimi.
Well, okay. Who is more likely to forgive first?
Forgive. It's her.
Mchungaji.
I take time. Not that I don't forgive, but I take time.
Hakuna sawingi scripture. Do not sleep.
Do not sleep before. Of course, taking time does not mean it is 7 days. But in terms of she's good at that. Sometimes I wonder, wait, si bado kameshika moto. Mbona uko sawa already? You understand?
Yes. Who takes longer greeting members after the service?
I think I say her because mimi mostly watanikujia na maombi mimi. Yeah, so maybe her.
Yeah. If your love story was a movie, inaweza itwaje?
Movie. Acha mtu wangu hapa nisaidie.
Sasa labda ni change ikuwe kichwa ya salmon.
Uitaaje mtu mbie?
I love movies, but so I would call it I'm trying to look the unexpected.
The unexpected.
Yeah, because where we come from and the life, nobody thought that maybe would even be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a beautiful love story, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. Usisahau unatuimbia kawimbo, munatuimbia. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us here at Heart and Soul. We really do appreciate your love and also your support. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, KBC Channel 1, Heart and Soul, Pika, Narrate on all our social media platforms. And also send your soul letters to us. Thank you, guys. See you on our next episode. And the Moinis, take it away.
Umenifanya ibada nikuabudu. Umenifanya ibada nikuabudu. Mamlaka na nguvu ni zako. Manawe upo ndani yangu. Manawe upo ndani ya. Umenifanya ibada nikuabudu. Umenifanya ibada nikuabudu. Mamlaka na nguvu ni zako. Manawe upo ndani ya. We used to sing that song. It has a deeper meaning than what we are saying.
It does.
It's still a love song.
Yay! Thank you so much for sharing your story.